As most of you know, I cover a lot of Destiny 2 related content here on the channel, specifically build content, and with the downfall of the game these past few weeks, including, the unfortunate news about the Bungie layoffs and people being sent to Sony, future projects that are just being shut down, or, some of the projects weren't even in production to begin with, so we kind of got lied to there. News that, the Lightfall DLC, one of the worst DLCs to come out, especially story-wise, somehow outsold the Final Shape, which has a story that is 10 times better. Not sure how that happened. The current episode model that we're going through with the story is somehow worse than the original seasonal model in regards to content drought. Like, they gaslit us so hard in regards to how good the episode model is going to be. Like, yes, I like some of the story, I like some of the weapons, but holy crap, there is nothing to do at the moment if you're a Destiny 2 veteran player. And the leaks of how future content packs are going to go, we're only going to get 2 a year, and they're going to be a lot smaller. The news that Luke Smith and Mark Noseworthy were a part of those Bungie layoffs. Both of those guys have pretty much carried the game since, its inception. I think with all that being said, it's time to dive back into a game that's very similar to Destiny 2 that I've played on and off for almost the past decade, which is Warframe. And it's not just me who's beginning to hop on the Warframe grind. I have a lot of my fellow creators that specifically make content around Destiny 2. Guys like Sticky MZ, Perception, Walzer, and even, a big Destiny advocate, Macdix, have all started their Warframe journey. And from what I've heard and seen, they all love it. At the time of this recording, we still have a couple weeks until the Echoes Act 3 in Destiny 2, and I think right now is the perfect time for Digital Extremes, the devs of Warframe, to snag up some talent, because there are a lot of similarities between Destiny 2 and Warframe, especially in regards to build crafting and endgame content. Now, for me specifically, do I still plan on playing and creating content around Destiny 2? Absolutely. I have the Final Shape with the annual pass, so I have the whole year of content to play through, and we still have 2 more episodes, and I know Bungie's going to be changing how drip-fed content works because people do not like that, but with those 2 episodes, we're going to have new story, new weapons, new armor, new cosmetics, and the big thing for me, which is new artifact perks. With new artifact perks, that means more potential unique builds, and there's always something really cool that can go with that. Plus, with how they're doing artifacts now, every act inside of an episode, they're going to be adding a section to the artifact perks, and I think that's a very cool, unique thing. Like, currently in Echoes Act 2, where the bottom row is mostly catered to snipers, specifically solar sniper rifles, so having really unique builds with that happen is cool, and I think there's still going to be a lot of cool things that I can create. There's still a lot of builds that I can make right now. I just have no motivation to do so. We'll probably have to wait till Act 3 to get those new artifact perks to where, like, hey, there's going to be a very cool build, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, in regards to the future of episode content, how good will the story be? How engaging will the content be, week by week? I can't really say. More than likely, we're still going to have these periodic breaks between acts where, for me specifically, I'll stream and make content around other games. Like, I have plans to, 100% a variety of games here on the channel. I've been liking the achievement hunting stuff, the Let's Play series. I have my Wolong series right now going on, and playing other games outside of Destiny 2 has been extremely fun. In any event, enough about me. Let's talk about the main topic of this video, and it is whether or not you should get into Warframe. If you're a creator, streamer, or someone who just enjoys playing video games, or you might be in a similar situation like myself and a lot of other Destiny 2 players were just burnt out, here are some reasons why I think you should check out Warframe. Number 1, if you like looter shooters and a game that has great movement tech, there is no better game to play. This game has been out for 10 years, and throughout the whole time that I've played it, the gameplay has always been super smooth. There's hundreds of Warframes and weapons to choose from that you can acquire, and it really dives deep into that build crafting aspect. So if you like all those things, you like a game to grind, this one's perfect for that. Number 2, 99% of the items are free and earnable. You don't have to spend a dime to get any of the Warframes, any of the weapons, or even their prime variants. Every single item can be earned through just playing and grinding the game. And even if you don't want to grind out those items specifically, for Prime Warframe specifically, you have to run, relics, and you have to, have a chance for that piece to drop. But grinding those out is really not that bad. Even if you don't want to do that, you can always trade with other players. That's another thing that makes Warframe unique, is its trading platform. Now, you will most likely need the premium currency, which is platinum, which again, you can pay to get, but even that can be earned from trading. If you have a Warframe set, you could sell it to somebody to get platinum. You don't have to spend money to get the premium currency. The only reason to really spend money in this game is for Ten-O-Gen items, which are all cosmetic items created by people in the community.
And things like the Ember Heirloom Collection that's available right now. Again, that is something that is strictly cosmetic. You do get a lot of stuff for the money, but again, it's not absolutely necessary to spend your money on.
And even with Nightwave, which is Warframe's version of a season pass, that is all free, and even though some of the items are very good, it's not an absolute necessity to grind. Number 3, Warframe has no FOMO. A lot of games really perpetuate the fear of missing out factor to get people to hop on their game, whether to, put hours on it or spend money, and Warframe does not have that at all. Destiny 2 is a prime example of this. Every season we get, new activities to grind, and that includes new weapons, new armor, and with the season pass, you get the exclusive ornaments and everything that comes within that. But after the year's up, for those activities, that armor and those weapons, those are all gone, and once the season is over, everything in that season pass is no longer earnable. So if you don't, quote-unquote, grind the game to get up to that stuff, you pretty much lose out on all of that. Now, yes, you can get some of the armor pieces to drop from, specific activities maybe in the future. Same thing with the weapons for red borders and exotic missions, but some of those exotic missions only come around once a month, and sometimes even longer. And that's the difference with Warframe. There is no content vault. Every piece of content that's playable in the game, every new item that comes out, pretty much anything you want can be earned at any time. Even with things like the Prime Resurgence, where certain Prime items are only available for a limited time, they always eventually come back around in rotation, and even then, when they're not around, you can always trade for them. The only limited time items really would be the Ten-O-Gen cosmetic items and anything from the Nightwave. Yes, there are some weekly items that only are available that week, but eventually come back in rotation, like, circuits with Warframe, Steel Pass circuits with the Incarnal weapons and Riven mods. But 99% of the time, you don't notice that stuff because there's a million other activities you can do. You can focus on what you want to do in the game that specific day or that specific week. Over this past year and a half, I've really dove back into Warframe. Like, I completed New War, got Steel Path unlocked, and now I'm at a point where I'm pretty much at the end game. Do I have every mod? No. Do I have every Warframe, every weapon? No, but I'm pretty much at the point where I can survive Archon hunts, with me and a team. I can handle Steel Path circuits past round 10 easily if I have the right Warframe and the right weapon. All I'm saying is that if you're hitting the Destiny 2 burnout, you want a new looter shooter to play, Warframe is the perfect option. DE, if you guys somehow see this video, I just want to say you guys have done a great job with this game over the past couple of years, and a lot of my friends who are getting into it are absolutely loving it, so I'm looking forward to Warframe 1999 when that comes out. But that, ladies and gentlemen, are my thoughts on why you should check out Warframe. If you have any questions about the game, there are plenty of guides out there. There's a whole Warframe wiki that can walk you through how to do missions, how to get items, all of that great jazz. And let me know in the comments if there's something that you like about Warframe, or maybe something that you dislike about the game. If you already checked it out, maybe it's not for you. Again, that's totally fine. But like I said, if you're someone who's burnt out on Destiny 2, other looter shooters, I highly recommend checking this one out. Maybe we'll make some more Warframe related content, specifically maybe some builds here in the near future when some of the updates come out. We'll have to see. In any event, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell next to notifications so you don't miss out on any other videos here on the channel. If you want to check out any live streams, we go live here on YouTube and then also on Twitch. That link will be in the description. And whether you're playing Warframe or Destiny 2 and are looking for people to play with, be sure to join my Discord. Again, we are a growing community. We're trying to get more people into the Discord. And we also talk about other topics like anime, tech, and more. Lastly, if you want to support the channel even more, you can look into becoming a member. If you don't know what a membership is, it's essentially like a Twitch subscription, but it's technically cheaper. In any event, the main benefit is getting access to all of my videos early, plus you'll get access to the exclusive emotes, monthly badges, and more. So if you'd like more info, you could press the join button next to subscribe, and that'll give you a rundown with all the details you need. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been your boy. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.